Is Bank of Canada going to be cutting down interest rates in 2024? Well, in today's video we are going to look at the facts provided by the Government of Canada and different media sources, and we'll look at what we have and whether we will see a rate cut in 2024. Now guys, mind you that real estate has been going down all over Canada except of course Calgary. Calgary has been an anomaly because we'll look at reasons why as well in this video. Anyways guys, what's up and welcome back to this YouTube channel. It's your guy Igor here. I hope you enjoy this new format. I'm just going to make a video. We're going to look at some data and we'll talk about it. So first of all guys, you have to know that Bank of Canada and different mortgage lenders, well, they are looking at United States, of course, because guess what guys, it's like almost 80% of trade is happening in Canada with United States. And what it means is that whatever they do there impacts us here, of course. And guys, well, now the good news is that inflation rate in the United States is 3.1%, whereas in Canada is 2.9% as of this month, guys. So we are doing, in terms of inflation, slightly better, guys. But what do mortgage lenders and the Bank of Canada actually looks at more closely than inflation, than the housing market? And well, some of you might have guessed it if you're familiar with the topic, but they actually look at 5-year government bonds. And as you can see guys on this chart, well, it has been going down a little bit, but there is a small spike in the very end, so it is yet unclear and to be determined on how it reacts. But generally if it goes up, the interest rate goes up, and if it goes down, and you can see it is a little bit of a downtrend if you look at it. But that's not the only information that we actually have to look at, guys. For example, RBC Economist has already told Bloomberg, the news agency, that Canada is potentially already in a recession starting third quarter of last year, but Canada has not yet declared it. So there is some indication that because our inflation is slowing down and the interest rates are so high, the cost of borrowing money for businesses is really expensive. So it naturally pushes economy towards recession. Now the Government of Canada, of course, they believe that we do not necessarily going to hit the recession in 2024, but there are some economists that are already saying that we kind of are already in a sort of recession that has not yet been announced, guys. Now in terms of outlook in G7, we don't look too bad, and our economy is projected to actually go up in the 2024. There is a forecast of Canadian unemployment rate which is expected to hit 6.25% by this year in 2024, which means that unemployment rate is going to be higher. Then it's expected to go down again. We'll see how the things turn around. It's just a forecast from the Statistica's website, but we'll see how things evolve, because I already have some friends that are saying that their companies are already laying people off. Here is another challenge. Canada has actually, has an immigration plan of 1.5 million more people in the next couple of years. So a lot of people are moving to Canada, a lot of new permanent residents, immigrants are coming into the market, which is going to make housing a little bit more expensive, of course, and well, competitive job market. So it's not going to help resolve the unemployment that much, and the government has to do something about it, right? According to the National Bank of Canada, basically we have the lowest vacancy rate and we have insane housing prices right now for rent, so it's just skyrocketing. Now I'm sure you're wondering what happens with the interest rates, and well, there is actually a media forecast. As myself, guys, I'm not going to be giving any predictions in this particular video from my side. I'll just tell you what media says and what are the general expectations in terms of the interest rates, guys. Myself, I am a realtor with eXp Realty here in Calgary, Alberta. My wife, she's a mortgage broker licensed in Ontario and Alberta. Well, she helps people with mortgages all over Canada, and I help with real estate in Calgary, and I refer to people all over Canada as well. Guys, the contacts will be in the description of this video. What happens to the interest rates, you might ask? Well, as you know, guys, right now they are at 5%. And the expectation is that it is going to go down. See, they are saying that it's going to go to 4.75% in the second quarter. Then it's going to go to 4.25% in the third quarter, reaching 4% in the fourth quarter. So the forecast is that over the course of this year, it's going to go down by 1%. So the forecast that is going to go by 25 basis points, then by 50 basis points, and by 25 basis points again. That's the forecast that they have. Looking at the entire outlook of the economic situation, and well, Canada is not doing too bad according to the most of the indicators. You know, we haven't yet declared the recession. So my forecast would be, guys, is somewhere close to what they're saying, but I feel it's probably going to be half of what they are saying this year. So let's see if the media predictions are correct, and we are going to see the interest rate drops. But I want to say, if you are in Calgary, you better buckle up, because it's going to be a roller coaster here with the housing prices, unaffordability, and well, skyrocketing everything. A lot of people are moving to Calgary right now, and unlike everywhere else in Canada. And I know that entire Canada is not looking only at Alberta and only Calgary, but that's where I am. And really, most of Canada doesn't really give a damn about our region. I know that, and in a lot of regions, the housing prices are actually, well, there is a market correction. So, market correction means the prices went a little bit down, but not here. What is going to be doing in Canada? Well, if naturally the interest rates go down, the housing prices would go up. We just had an exodus of 45,000 real estate agents in Ontario who left the industry because of high interest rates. Well, in Toronto, there are more real estate agents than any other city in the world. So there is literally more realtors than there are probably available houses and for sale. So just so you know, it's natural. But anyways, what is going to do for Calgary? Oh my goodness, I'm afraid to imagine. I'm looking around for people like yourself watching this video right now, for houses, for multiple people right now, and it's really difficult with these interest rates and housing affordability. People are thinking, oh yeah, because you're into real estate, you're probably making a lot of money. Well, not really. When you can't find a house for a person who wants to buy a house, it's very difficult to make any kind of money. So that's what I wanted to say. Low inventory and high demand in Alberta. But I know. Let's see how things turn out. The elections are coming. A lot of plot twists are waiting behind the corner for us. We have no idea what's going to be happening, but we will keep our fingers crossed, and I hope that this information kind of helps you. And I know some of you are worried about being laid off and about the economic situation. I hope things get better, and I hope the housing becomes more affordable, not only in terms of prices, but also, more importantly, monthly payments that went up for a lot of people watching this channel on month-to-month basis, where the salaries, like my friend just recently, a co-worker got an adjustment for 3% salary. Well, the housing went up by 20%, for example, for condos, but the salaries of people went up by 3%. That is absolutely ridiculous. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.